Hi, my name is Janet Guenther, and I wanted to talk to you about how I became a Christian. And I have a title for this talk. It's called What an Invitation Can Do. My husband and I were in the military, he was, and we were stationed in Norfolk, Virginia. Bought our first home in Chesapeake, Virginia. And in buying a home, you have neighbors coming over and introducing themselves. One neighbor in particular, her name was Clara Kelly, came by, introduced herself, very nice, about 15 years older than I was. Mike and I had a little girl, and Mike was gone all the time because that's what submarines do. They come and they go at the will of the government. So she, every couple of days, came over to see if everything was okay. She was a very, very nice person, not pushy at all. One day, she asked me a question, and she said to me, "Would you like to come to church with me?" And I said, "Oh, no, I'm okay. I am good. I don't need that, but thank you for asking." If Clara had been pushy, that would have never worked with me, but she wasn't. She talked to me later, and she had been praying for me for over 4 months, and my reactions to her started to change. She would ask me if I'd like to come to a couples club. Of course, Mike was gone all the time, and I said, "No, I'm not interested in that." Well, one day, I have one of my girlfriends from home on the phone, and I said to her, "Oh boy, here comes Clara Kelly." And she knew that she had been asking me to come to church. My friend said to me, "Don't open the door. That's crazy. You don't want to get involved with that." As I opened the door, I hung up on my girlfriend. I looked at Clara and I said, "Clara, I'll come." She goes, "Oh, I wasn't coming over here to ask you that." And I said, "Well, why are you here?" She said, "Because I'm going to the grocery store and I know that your daughter is napping and thought maybe you might have something I could get for you." And that was Clara. She was the most thoughtful person ever. So I said to her, "Okay, so this Sunday?" "Yes." I said, "Okay, what kind of a church is this?" "It's St. Andrew's Lutheran Church." And I said to her, "What's a Lutheran? Is it a cult?" And she started laughing. And how did I know? A little bit of my past, I'll tell you. I was a C&E kid. We didn't go to church. That's not what anything that our family went. And Christmas and Easter, us kids normally went with just my mom. So I didn't have a history of a church affiliation. So the first introduction I had was the following Sunday. I went with her and her husband and her 3 daughters. We went to this church, and as he opened up the door, something like a spark, a flash, or something came at me, and I responded, and there began the change in my life. I felt such a peace around my new friend, Clara Kelly. When Mike came home, he noticed that change in me and asked what was going on. I told him about Clara, and he said, "Oh, you caved." I did, and I'm glad I did. That invite changed my life. Clara had said that she had been praying with me, or for me, for 4 months. Who would be so kind to cover me in prayer when I didn't even know any of that stuff? That's what attracted me to Clara. That's what attracted me to this church. But I always say to her, if it hadn't been for you inviting me to church, where would I be? And that bothered me. I am so grateful to Clara Kelly. There is a lot more to this story that I don't have time to put into this small segment. I encourage you to come and ask me the rest of the story. But this is what happened when Clara invited me to church. It changed my life forever. I am truly so grateful that she led me in this way, and now I'm here at Faith, waiting to share that story with anybody that wants to hear it.